Well, good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the albino Rhino beer review. Today you have the Rhino, and we're going to look at a beer. Today's beer is from Abbotsford, British Columbia. It is part of a lager series. I didn't even know this brewery did a lager series. I've had several of this brewery's beers. Some of them were sent to me by Steve, and some of them were sent to me by Dan from Western Canadian Reviewer or beerreviews.ca, or a lot of other channel names that he's gone through. This is from Fieldhouse. It is their salted lime lager. Well, salted lime Mexican lager. So what this name would tell me is it is kind of it's a hybrid lime goza corn lager is what I would read off of that name. What I would read off of that name. I haven't actually looked at anything, not even the ingredients yet. Contains barley, may contain wheat, craft brewed in Fieldhouse Brewing, Abbotsford, British Columbia. That's all you tell me? You don't tell me the ingredients, the actual ingredients? What the fuck? What the fuck? It does say it's crisp lime and salt. We are 4.8% alcohol by volume. Okay. That's about all I can get off of this. Yeah. The one thing I've always liked about Fieldhouse is that there's nothing to the imagination. They tell you exactly what you're going to get. So if this stands up to what they tell me I'm going to get, I'll kind of be okay with that. What's our dating on here? Right there, eh? I can't make it out. It's kind of smudge, but it looks like it's about a year old. Because it looks like it's saying it's the 13th of March, but I can't fully tell if that's a batch number or the packaging date, because there's a lot of smudging, and it's on the ridge, not on the bottom. Fieldhouse has never let me down yet, so let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. Now, I know that a lot of people do reviews. And I know a lot of people think that us guys that have been doing it for a while don't watch their videos. But I've been watching a lot of videos lately from like One Flight Down and Shane's Beer Review. I've been watching a lot of the newer guys, and some of them are really good. I don't always comment on things. I'm not always great at that. But I do watch them. That head is fading fast. There is not much retention to that head, which means it wouldn't look great by the time it made it to my table. But if I was right at the bar, it would look great when it was first put down, because there's a little bit of haze to this beautiful golden beer. And I mean, I don't drink my beer cold, so that ain't cold haze, that's just haze. Okay, a little bit of it is sticking around. Okay, I wouldn't kick that out of bed. I wouldn't kick that out of bed at all. That is a beautiful looking lager. I love just watching the liquid enter the glass. It's like, hey, look at me. Okay, that's nice. That does look nice. Sent out of the can. It's sweet. There's sweetness. There's lime. Albeit the lime does smell kind of artificial now, knowing that it's from Fieldhouse. It's not artificial lime. They'd use real lime. I'm just telling you what it smells like to me. It smells like artificial lime, though again, I know that this brewery would not use artificial flavor in this. It would use limes. It wouldn't even use natural flavor. It would use limes. It would. It would do it. It wouldn't fucking use lime cordial. It wouldn't. These guys do things right. I'm just telling you what it smells like to me. And just sweetness. Almost has a tiny touch of like cream corn, which would be right for a Mexican lager. Out of the glass. Just a nonchalant sweetness. And I think I stuck a nose hair in there. I need to trim these guys like... Woo! My wife usually warns me when they get that bad. Cheers. That's not bad. It's not. I can't say it's bad. It's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. It's not to the extent I normally think of Fieldhouse beers. Because Fieldhouse beers sit really high on my list of breweries. But I mean, at the same time, you're doing a salted lime Mexican lager. And is it doing what it says on the tin? Sure. There is a tiny touch of saltiness. There is a tiny touch of lime. Well, can I say tiny or? Okay, there is a saltiness that covers the tongue. The lime is rather nice. The saltiness hits the back of the tongue and mixes with a dirty hoppiness. And it's a very light drinking lager. So, I mean, it comes off like a Mexican lager. It has that, like, corn lager flavor. And I can't ask for more out of this beer. I can't. Like, it's a style... It's basically a craft version of taking a Sol or taking a Corona or taking a Tecate or any of the others and putting lime in it with a little bit of salt on the rim. It's like you salt rimmed your glass, you squeeze the lime inside, or you salt rimmed your, well, you can't really salt rim your bottle because as soon as you but you salt rimmed your glass, you put a lime on it, you served a Corona or a Sol or a Tecate or a a plethora of other Mexican lagers, and you served that to somebody and they took the lime off, they squeezed it in the beer, and they drank the beer. It has a little bit of dirtiness on the back end, it has a little bit of saltiness, and it has a little bit of lime. And I mean, if you took a lime wedge and you squeeze it into the beer, you're not going to get a huge amount of lime flavor. You're going to get a little bit, which just adds to the beer. This is a great example of what a craft brewery can do when they dial back just a little bit, because you need to dial back a little bit to do these styles right. And I mean, as much as this isn't as flavorful as something I would love, it's really good. It's a drinkable beer. If this was at a good price, I could see myself buy 12 packs of it. I could see myself buy 2 fours of it, because I could drink this without caring. It's a lower ABV beer with full flavor, and that's all you can ask for. It's all you can ask for. I like it. I really do. I can't complain about this. I can't. Even if I wanted to, I can't. It's a good beer. And a good beer is a good beer. Even if it's something it's light-bodied, it's light-flavored, it's refreshing, it's lower AB. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. I like it. Thank you. Bye.